Hey guys, before I get into this video, I'd just like to say, on the channel I'm doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers. I am giving away a Camino clone trooper, so if you guys do want to enter in that giveaway, make sure you are subscribed because you do have to be subscribed to enter. And yeah, every subscription gets us just a little bit closer to that 500 goal, so please hit that subscribe button down below and on to the review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my review of the Star Wars Black Series Jango Fett Gaming Greats figure. So, of course, he is part of the Gaming Greats line, and he's from the game Star Wars Bounty Hunter. It was a game in the early 2000s where you would play as Jango Fett before the events of Attack of the Clones. And yeah, I haven't played this game personally, but I've played a lot of games like it, and it definitely looks like a really, really good game. So I would suggest go and download it if you can, because I think it would be a game that is definitely worth playing. Anyway, no number on the side, of course, because it is Gaming Greats. I love the blue color for this, but the thing is now we have three blue figures. We have the Shadow Stormtrooper in the background, Jango Fett here, and then there's also the Stormtrooper Captain as well. So, anyway, you can pause and read the back if you'd like. The one thing I do really like about the Gaming Greats figures is how it actually adds color to the box, because like on a normal Black Series figure, the image on the back has absolutely no color. So that's why I do really like the Gaming Greats line, because it does add a splash of color that I do really, really like. On the side it says Jango FE in dark like gray, and then Jango Fett in the blue tiny font. And yeah, so this is in the old style box. If you guys didn't know, Hasbro switched to a newer box a few months ago. So this is a new style box. And so yeah, they did keep all of the Gaming Greats figures in the older box, which I think is a good decision, because I don't think it would be good for them to change the line halfway through. So I am glad they are keeping it in the new box. Anyway, let's get this figure open and see what he looks like. So we have Jango Fett out of the box here, and so far there are a few good things and a few bad things about him. First off, let's go through all the good things, and yeah, later we'll get into like a close-up and the accessories and all that kind of stuff. But just right away, it looks amazing. I love the style of the clean armor compared to the original Jango Fett release, where it has the dirty armor. I think the clean armor just looks a lot better, and it looks a lot cleaner for display. Another really, really good thing about it is the jetpack. I actually think I like this jetpack a whole lot more than I do the original Jango Fett jetpack, and I think this one would also be really good for Return of the Jedi Bobas. If you wanted to make one of those, you could just slap that jetpack on. It's not the right shade of green, but it is pretty close. It is blue, not green, but it is pretty close. Another thing I love is the belt on this guy. He looks really, really good, and there isn't really a whole lot more I could have asked for a like looks kind of standpoint. One thing I don't like though is his helmet and face, and so let's actually get a close-up on that. So right away you might notice the visor isn't completely painted black, and that's one big problem I have with this helmet. It's not completely painted black, and you can see the silver underneath where they missed the paint, and it totally ruins the effect of the visor. And yeah, I don't like it. I hate how they missed something as big as the visor like that, because the paint apps on the entire rest of the figure are pretty much good, except for the face. I'll get to the face in a minute. But all like the rest of the figure has really, really good paint apps, except for the helmet, and that's just something I'm a little disappointed about. And you might notice it again from looking at it, but sorry, my camera's a little wobbly. The helmet is kind of like squished on the left side, I guess. It's right to you guys. It's left to me though. And yeah, so I'll pop his helmet off here, and so if you actually flip it upside down, you can see, if it'll focus, just the shape of the helmet is all jacked up. On this this side right here, you can see it's kind of faced inward a little bit, and it gives the helmet a weird like deformed look, and from straight on it gives it a weird shape, and I don't really like that either. I do love the dents and stuff on the top, though. It does look really good, and overall, I just think the Jango helmet looks a little too squished and at the front, and I think that's mainly because they put it in the packaging on his head already, and then the packaging kind of squished in on his face a little bit. But and yeah, another thing is his face. His face is like shiny and weird. I don't know why it's so shiny, but it's not supposed to be like that. It looks like he just went and like ran a marathon and is sweating so much because of how shiny he is. It's just weird, and I don't know why it's so shiny, but it is, and I don't like it. Um, Another thing that I don't like about this figure is they use the old Jango head mold instead of the like clone Jango head mold. So I put Captain Rex up here, and so the Jango head mold was made before their like photoreal face technology. So they kind of just molded the head as close as they could to the shape of his head, and then painted it on. And that didn't look very good. The original Jango release had a terrible face and terrible head and everything. But since this is a re-release of the old Jango, just painted differently, they repainted the head with the face print technology, but they didn't use the new mold for it. So the head is weird, and I don't think it really looks like Tamora Morrison as much. When we get to the Captain Rex head mold, it looks so good. It's the perfect level of shine to the right shade and amazing paint apps. It's just one of the best the best face prints and heads we've ever gotten from Hasbro, and it's really good. But when we get to Jango, I don't know. I understand why they did use this head mold is because they had to reuse the helmet, and that helmet doesn't fit on the Captain Rex head. So that's why they did that. I'm not a big fan of it. I would have preferred the other head molds more, and I don't know. I think that's why it comes with a helmet, and you're definitely gonna have to display it with a helmet. But anyway, let's go and get a close look at all the accessories this figure comes with. Before I get into the accessories, I just wanted to point out one thing I absolutely hate about this figure is his feet. Look at the shape of his feet, if it'll focus. Come on, camera. There we go. Look at the shape of his feet. They are like a weird arch thing, and they have like an arch in the middle, and then it has like grooves on the thing for his boot. And while it's a really cool mold for it, it just is terrible at standing up. And you set him down, and he's just really hard to stand up. Finally, my camera focused, but yeah, his helmet is on really weird. There we go. That's better. Anyway, yeah. So you're gonna have to balance him very well, and his legs actually have to be really far apart for him to stand well, because if they're any closer together, he just won't stand up. So yeah, that's just one thing I wanted to point out. It's not my favorite thing about this figure, but I'll get into that in a little bit. This figure does come with 2 accessories, technically 3 if you wanted to count the jetpack, and I will get into the jetpack in just a second. But first we have his blaster pistols. They look really, really good, and they're a really interesting shape, but I really like it. I think it goes really good with Jango, and I believe they are pretty accurate to the movie and game. So overall, I do really like the pistols, and it does come with holsters on Jango's thighs that you can put the guns into, and that's just great. I love any Black Series figure with a holster. I think it's just a great way to keep track of the weapons, and so you don't actually have to have him holding them all the time. Anyway, the main thing with the accessories I wanted to get into are the jetpacks, so let's bring these up here and get rid of those guys. Yeah, the jetpacks. So, at first, you're probably thinking this is the exact same mold as the Boba Fett jetpack, and you'd be wrong. So, on the left, or on the right, I'm sorry, is the prototype Boba Fett jetpack, and on the left is the Jango Fett new Gaming Grades jetpack. So, first of all, you might already notice this, but the bottom, this one has holes in it. And I assume that is for putting like little like blast effects in, so you can actually look like it's flying. But it didn't come with any blast effects, and we don't really have a Star Wars jetpack blast effect yet in the line. So I know the Marvel Legends like Iron Man repulsor works really good for it, so I might have to pick up one of those for the jetpack. But the other big difference here is if you flip it upside down, this one has like a weird square right here, where this one just has the line at the bottom and it doesn't have the square. So they are two. This is a brand new mold for the jetpack, and yeah, I thought it was the exact same mold, but it is brand new. So that is really nice to see they are making new molds like this for the jetpack. So if they would make a brand new mold for this jetpack, I really wish they would have made a new head mold that was a little bit bigger but more accurate to Tamora Morrison. So yeah, let's get into my final thoughts. So overall, I do like this figure. Of course, the original Jango Fett head mold isn't the best, and the paint apps on the face are whack. And then, of course, there is the misprints on the helmet, and there's also the bad feet where they just won't stand up, and the weird shape of the feet. And plus, I really wish they would have added the blast effects. They molded it into the jetpack with a brand new mold, so it allows blast effects, but they didn't include them. So overall, I'm gonna have to give this a 3.5 out of 5. I'll give it a little slack, and that's only because of the amazing box for this figure. Um, I do love the amazing colors on the box, of course, and that's one thing that all the Gaming Greats figures get extra points for, at least in my eyes, is the amazing box. And that's only because I like to stack my figures up on the wall in the box. I do open them all, but I just like to display them in the box. So that's why I did give this a 3 out of 5. The feet do kind of suck, but if you have a stand, like a flat stand you can stand on, it'll stand up just fine. Or if you have a hanging stand like this, goes great with any like jetpack character, and I would highly suggest getting those if you have a lot of them like I do. So, and then of course just the face mold and the helmet and everything like that. There's not a whole lot you can do about the face mold unless you plan on repainting it yourself, which I don't recommend. It's a lot of work unless you're a professional like paintist or artist. I don't know why I said paintist, artist. It'd probably be a whole lot more difficult than you think. And the helmet it's oh well, it's a helmet. It has a little bit of a misprint, but it's fine. I definitely think you are gonna want to display this guy with his helmet on, and yeah, overall I do really like the figure though, so I will recommend this figure to any Gaming Greats fans, Clone Wars fans, Attack of the Clones fans, or the Jedi, or not Jedi, Star Wars Bounty Hunter game fans, because he is from that game. And yeah.